When did your parents' rules almost get you killed? My parents were convinced my best friend Harley was going to ruin my life. Not because she did anything wrong, but because she dyed her hair purple. Her parents were divorced, and she got detention once. Oh, and her older brother has tattoos. Clearly a criminal in the making, so they pushed me toward the good kids, church youth group, and honor roll students with perfect families. Why don't you spend time with Sarah from Bible study? Mom would ask. I just don't think Harley is the right influence. The right influence. Like Harley was a disease I could catch. At school, things got awkward. My real friends started feeling distant. I had to lie constantly. Library meant hanging at the park with them. Study group meant just existing like a normal teenager. Then it got worse. No more hanging out after school. Come straight home. We need to know exactly who you're with. I became that friend who always bailed. The flaky one whose parents were insane. Sorry, can't make it. My parents said no, maybe next time. Eventually my friends stopped asking, but Harley refused to let me disappear. She lived just 4 houses down, close enough that I could see her house from my window. When Harley invited people over Friday night, just pizza and movies, I was desperate to go. Her parents would be home, completely innocent. I asked permission. Big mistake. Absolutely not, Dad said. We don't approve of those kids. You're staying home, but Harley's parents will be there. End of discussion. That Friday evening, my parents got an emergency call. Grandma had fallen, and they needed to drive to the hospital across town. They'd be back around midnight. Mom was already on the phone when something on the stove started smoking. She sighed, quickly twisted the burner knob, and fanned the air with a dish towel. Great, dinner's ruined, she muttered, tossing the pan in the sink. Then to me, just order pizza, okay? Keep the doors locked and stay home. She grabbed her purse and rushed out the door. They left around 7 p.m. For the next hour, I stared at my phone. The group chat exploded with messages and photos. Everyone arriving, pizza boxes everywhere. I could literally see Harley's house from my window. Cars pulling up, lights glowing, laughter I could almost hear. My phone buzzed again. We miss you. It's not the same without you. Please come. At 8 p.m., I made my decision. I left the TV on, kept lights running, locked the door behind me, and walked down the street. 4 houses, 30 seconds. That's all it took to feel like myself again. The moment I walked in, everyone cheered. Harley hugged me tight. I knew you'd come. The party was everything my parents feared and nothing like they imagined. We sprawled across the living room with pizza, arguing over movies. Someone told an embarrassing gym story, and we laughed until our stomachs hurt. Harley's mom checked on us twice, bringing more snacks. This was dangerous. Supervised teenagers watching Marvel movies. For the first time in months, I felt like I belonged. Around 10:30, halfway through the movie, the explosion happened. The sound was massive, like thunder, but sharper, closer. Wrong. The windows shook hard. Car alarms screamed. We jumped up, confused and terrified. Then we saw the orange glow through the windows. We ran outside. Down the street, my house was engulfed in flames. Huge orange flames reaching toward the sky. Black smoke pouring upward. Things still exploding inside. Pop, pop, crash. My legs went numb. That's my house. If I'd stayed home like I was supposed to, I would have been inside when it exploded. Fire trucks came screaming down the street. A neighbor must have called my parents because within 20 minutes, their car came flying around the corner, tires screeching. Mom and Dad fell out before it fully stopped. Where's my daughter? Mom was screaming at the firefighters, her voice cracking with pure terror. My baby was home alone. Dad tried running straight toward the burning house. She's inside. 2 firefighters grabbed him, physically holding him back. He collapsed onto the pavement, sobbing. Mom was screaming, begging someone to go inside. Neighbors surrounded them, but my parents couldn't hear anything except their own panic. I stood frozen in Harley's driveway, watching them fall apart. For a second, I couldn't move. I'd never seen my dad cry before. Then it hit me. They think I'm dead. I ran down the street, pushing through the crowd. I tapped Dad on the shoulder. He turned slowly, face soaked with tears. When he saw me, his expression went through shock, confusion, disbelief. What? Where were you? Mom spun around, saw me, and made a sound I'd never heard. Half scream, half sob. Then she lunged to grab me. I snuck out, I said, voice shaking. I went to Harley's. I know I wasn't supposed to. Dad cut me off, pulling me into a crushing hug. Mom wrapped around both of us. We told you not to go there, Dad said, his voice shaking. And thank God you did. The fire chief came over. Looks like a burner was left on after dinner, he said quietly. The house was practically a ticking time bomb. Mom's face went white. The stove, she whispered. When I was rushing out, I thought I turned it off. She looked at me, hand covering her mouth. I told you to stay home. After they answered questions for the report and insurance, Dad pulled back and looked at me. You're 16. You should be able to hang out with your friends without lying to us. Mom wiped her eyes. Dad's right. That was it. I was finally free.